I remember meeting a young man who had been in the bush with the National Resistance Army, commanded by then rebel leader Yoweri Museveni, now Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni. This gentleman, his name was Major Roland Katunguka. This was a man who was remarkably articulate whenever you reached him, and he was sober. And I remember back in 1997, presenting his particular case to Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni, because I had read about how US soldiers who had been fighting in Vietnam, how they had been affected after the war, how they would come back to America. They would in fact end up, some of them would end up on the streets. Some of them would end up homeless. These are people that have been in the front line, serving the honor of their country. So I was saying to President Museveni that maybe you need to do something for people like Major Roland Katunguka. He must have been a very young man when he followed you to the bush. And now he ends up, in a sense, being a victim, in fact, and not a beneficiary of the freedom that you claim to have brought to Uganda. I remember him saying, yes, I think you have a point, Shaka. You are right that, in fact, the war in Vietnam affected a lot of Americans. I also read about it. They became homeless and what have you. I think that we should be able to do those types of things, but unfortunately, Shaka, we don't even have adequate resources to provide the basics to the vast majority of the Ugandan people. So that was the dilemma the Ugandan president found himself in.